Hello, and welcome back. Happy Friday. Happy Black Friday in that instance. And we're here at the trading desk, Watchbox Studios. Right, Jay?
But we're not really here. Are we?
I mean,
I guess in a way. We're out getting very big TVs for cheap and
you should too.
filling up on that leftover turkey from yesterday.
I'll be taking a nap. So, so this is a special edition of the trading desk with myself, Joshua Thanos, and my life partner, Jason Main. That's right. We're making it official.
My name's Jason Main. I quit.
Hey, that's fine. Can I get all your clients?
For the first time, Josh and I are doing a, what you might have guessed already, is a recorded show for the benefit of you guys on Black Friday. We are not here, nor is our recording crew by major request on a Black Friday.
Yeah, I'm lounging under a palm tree right now, actually.
Are you?
Yeah, what are you? You're in Georgia?
I'm going to be in Georgia.
Neither of us are in the great state of Philadelphia.
I don't know. I checked the weather today, and it's 35 degrees in Georgia right now, so I don't know that it's going to be any warmer. But
75 in Florida.
It still will be nicer.
Cool, man. Well, all right. Well, so topic today is going to be what you would assume, gifts, right? So holiday season's coming up, and we were talking about Black Friday, which is supposed to be the day of deals. And conversation went towards what are deals when it comes to watches. Well, is it Rolex, Jason?
Definitely not.
Is it Patek Philippe, Jason?
Definitely not.
What about Audemars Piguet?
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
So no deals in those watches.
Probably not gonna happen.
If you get it, it's a deal. That's kind of how it goes, right?
Well, actually, it's funny is that many retailers refer to those types of watch as gifts to their clients.
That's true.
To sell them to them at retail.
Yeah.
It's a gift.
It's a little disrespectful. I don't like when people say things like that.
I mean, hearing stuff like that's disheartening. But in a sense, I mean, whatever. What it is, what it is.
Right. So we decided, well, what is a watch brand that you can get a good deal, and also like you're going to get something that's worth what you're paying, or if not more, right? So we were looking around. Put it this way: if you buy an AP 15400 ST, it's a $17,000, $800 retail for a stainless steel 3-hand and and a date watch, right?
Sure.
So, is it worth $17,800? I mean, maybe, I guess.
What's $17,800 worth to you?
Well,
at that point.
Yeah, of course. But in regards to another type of like a 3-hander you can get, you can get them for way cheaper. And then even on top of that, right now they're going for over list price. So is it worth $20,000? Only if you have to have it. So what are watches that you're gonna get a lot, a bang for your buck? And we kept coming back to Omega, and it just so happens we have a shit ton of Omegas here, Jason.
I mean, table of Omega.
So the theme for today's conversation is really going to be, Omega is a great brand to go for right now, 2018. For yourself and as a gift watch, because there's a lot of value. You're not going to have to pay really over list for anything besides a Snoopy, right? There's a few Seamasters floating around that are strong, but besides that, they make a wide range of watch. Everything from dress watches to dive watches to chronographs across the board, and even ladies' watches that you're not going to have to pay over retail to get. They're going to be readily available when you walk into your local AD, such as us.
Yeah.
And you're going to get, again, bang for your buck, right? So there's really an Omega for everyone on your gift list if you're buying watches, and also for you can have an entire collection of Omegas if you wanted to.
We've talked about guys that monobrand before. I mean, it's definitely a thing.
We didn't do wrist shots, but we can do it now here. In fact, I am wearing an Omega right now. This is my personal piece. This is oh god, look how beautiful that is. Let's just take a second.
Addition of that strap is
it's not bad,
really
right?
Nice,
so I was at the IWJG show, the International Watch and Jewelry Guild show in Miami earlier in the week, and there's a guy, Nick Gabarro, who sells his straps there. He makes straps for a lot of different companies, super high quality leather straps, and so I bought it for this for my Omega Seamaster, the SMP, Jason, for my watch nerds out there. I got a smudge on the crystal.
How dare you?
For that. So here you go. Put it back on there. So this is the 40.5. This is a discontinued model now. This one's the non-wave ceramic dial, ceramic bezel, stainless steel, time and date watch, you can buy. I mean, the retail on this watch is what, 4,400.
Yeah, I mean, you could pick those up all day long, right around the $3,500 range.
So what are you paying for? So that's a $4,400 retail for a blue dial time and date 3-hander, right? So Audemars, if you wanted a blue dial time and date stainless steel, 15,400.
$20,000.
I think you're paying more than that, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think right now the market price for that watch is like 25 to 30. So you can either buy this watch for 25 to 3, or you can pay 25 to 30.
Same exact thing
for the Audemars. I mean,
same watch.
Yeah, we're not gonna go down that road. But yeah, so there's value there. What are you wearing today, Jay?
I am wearing one that doesn't make it out of the watch box very often, but I happen to be wearing green, so I thought I'd throw it on. This is kind of a refurb project for me. This watch, it's had a very short life, and then it was destroyed. And I got it, refurbed it. So this is the day date. It's kind of cool. I don't know if we can get any closer, but it's got this pointer day at the bottom where it's kind of hard to see with the hands. Let me take a look. So this is the BC4 model.
It's a weird K shape.
It's got like a half lock crown. It's kind of cool.
Would you consider that square?
I'm gonna move the time so you guys can see.
What would you say the K shape is?
I guess it's like a modified Tenode case,
okay.
Or a cushion.
It's like a Bell and Ross almost, right?
So you see that white triangle right there pointing to Friday. So that retrogrades back and forth to the day of the week.
So so the arrow moves.
Right, the arrow moves. You see all the holes.
Saturday and Sunday it drops down to the bottom.
Saturday and Sunday it drops to the bottom, and it's red for the weekend. So it's a day date with a kind of a cool complication.
Red for the weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to let you know it's time to go crazy.
Well, your eyes are all like red and veiny because you went hard on the weekend. That's kind of
doing all sorts of drugs.
So it's kind of this cool like half lugged crown too. It doesn't screw down. It just kind of turns and locks in.
Time to do drugs.
Simple watch, but
what was that retail for, Jason?
24 at a just basic 3-hand time day date.
I like Oris. They're like an honest company, like they don't.
So
they're not trying to be anything that they're not, right?
This watch was in maybe 4 or 5 pieces when I got it. It was given to me for free
in a box.
Yeah, I mean it was all kinds of, and it's
destroyed.
It cost me about $200 to get it fully working and new crown and all that stuff.
Retail, can I guess, is like $1,600 something like that for this?
Yeah, probably. It has a bracelet with this kind of like cool seatbelt mechanism to do the latch, but it's just more comfortable on the strap.
Ooh. Yeah,
it's not a bad
highly
watch.
Serviceable.
Yeah,
I mean it cost you $200 to get it fixed.
Basically, cost me $200.
The watch was in pieces, and it cost you $200 to put it back together to make it look like new.
So to make
That's
basically.
value, bud.
I mean, let's leave it. Let's keep it in Omega. I mean, if any of these watches, it would cost you $200 just to send it in, just free.
What does a link cost for like a Seamaster? It's like a 2-tone Seamaster link's probably cost you more than $200.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So it's a good watch.
Budget watch for the weekend.
Sweet. We're gonna beat the hell out of that tonight. Probably gonna lose that once we get into a bar fight tonight, Jason.
Yeah. This is when somebody asks you about your watch and you just take it off and give it to them like you're a baller.
Yeah.
Oh, you like this? Do you
do that with knives too, Jason?
No. Do you like this watch? Do you? Here, it's yours.
You're so rich.
No.
So all right, so that was a wrist shot, but the point was that I wear my Omega. I like it. I've had Rolex, I've had Breitling, I've had Panerai, Cartier, across the board. I like Omega. Just it definitely has its place in your collection. And if you were so inclined, you could have an entire collection full of Omegas, which you kind of see here. So their new 42 millimeter Seamasters is that's kind of what we were talking about. So listen, if you know a watch guy and you want to get him a watch that's somewhat affordable and you can afford to spend $5,000 or $6,000 on a gift for somebody,
sure,
the new Seamasters actually are fantastic. So we've talked about them a little bit. Have we brought one on the show yet, Jay?
Yeah. When I think Sequan was on with me.
Without me, so it doesn't count.
We brought
because those shows, I don't think anybody watches those,
and the new
honestly.
variation, and we compared them together.
Right, guys. Nobody watches the shows if I'm not on. I assume. Okay,
so,
all right. So let's actually
again. I quit.
Let's do a real style here. So my favorite iteration is this watch actually.
Oh, please do tell us what your favorite is.
I will. I'm going to right now, Jason. Thanks for asking. So it's the blue dial, yellow gold, 2-tone on the blue strap. This thing is fantastic. So This watch retails, I think, $6,500. It's a little bit more expensive than. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Did they even have a two-tone version of this watch pre-42? Jay?
Some special edition pieces, yeah, but I don't think it was a regular production.
Not a regular, so they didn't have it. But I mean, so you could have bought. Well, so the retails definitely went up on this. So what's the? Do you know what the retail is on the just steel on a bracelet? We can look it up.
$49.50, I think.
Okay, so
it's just under $5,000.
Okay, so they moved up from $44 to $49.50, so they're still within the same realm, but the technology's gone haywire. First of all, you get this awesome wave dial, which is fantastic. Here, let me go ahead and strap this baby on.
Ceramic cut wave.
Yeah, ceramic wave dial. Here, can we get a wrist shot? It's going to be upside down.
It's cut with frickin' lasers, people.
Frickin' lasers. Oh, God. Look at that. Oh, my God. Look how awesome. So you can see it's a brighter blue. Mine's so the previous version, which you can probably still find a few of these in the boutiques, because they delivered them, but they stopped making them. It's been discontinued. So you can see the differences we have here. The previous version is going to be like a darker blue, and have like a ceramic dial. The new version and applied. These are applied. Applied indices. Yeah. They've always had those. So the new version looks very much like a two-tone sub, actually, right? It's like more of like a brilliant blue, but it's got a matte blue dial, which if you guys follow along, the best version of the two-tone ceramic sub is the 2009 version with the matte dial. So this has a lot of those elements. 42 millimeters, so it's a little bit larger. For my wrist, I wouldn't be able to wear this on a bracelet. I have to wear it on a strap. On a bracelet, it tends to be a little too large. But the strap is fantastic. You have, so for the two-tone version, which is my favorite now, you're going to have yellow gold bezel, and the numerals are going to be yellow gold also. The crown and the helium escape, the HEV, is going to be gold as well, and the hands will be gold. So for $6,500 retail, you're getting a lot a there.
Yeah, for sure.
Also,
I think,
something new. Go ahead.
No,
what do you think, Jason?
I think they're, especially for a gift, they're an outstanding value. I think it's a watch that works both ways. If you're buying yourself a gift, it's a fantastic day in, day out watch.
Yeah.
And if you're buying somebody a gift, it has that presence of being, a Seamaster is a Seamaster. Just like when you give a Submariner, like there's such a presence with that name. Yeah. The Seamaster is so iconic.
Right. Well,
that it's
Bond
almost,
watch.
Yeah. I mean, it's fantastic. So.
And it's, I mean, realistically, it's probably like, in terms of use, it's a little bit more useful than a sub as an actual dive watch. But I don't know if you're diving with any of these. But like technically, it's a little bit right. I think it has. Well, this has a 300 meter. Is it a sub 300 meter also?
It's 300. 200.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess really what comes down to is if you're giving it as a gift to somebody, I say buy the bracelet.
Yeah.
Buy the rubber strap as an accessory. $47.50 on the rubber, $48.50 on the bracelet.
Oh, wow.
The $100, I mean, it makes no sense not to buy it on the bracelet.
Well, the two-tone is not that way. You're talking about just stainless.
There's a major difference, but on the stainless steel, there's a $100 difference. And for what the bracelet...
Where is it?
We don't have a stainless on a bracelet on the table.
So we have just a two-tone on a bracelet, but
if you look at the bracelet, and again, it's a solid bracelet.
Bracelet's awesome, and it has the sliding clasp, which is an upgrade here from the previous version, which is super awesome.
Yeah, here you can see the actual 8800 movement, which before had the sticker on the case back.
Yeah.
So 55-hour power reserve, 8800 movement.
So in the past, you would get a solid case back. Right now, you get exhibition.
And one of my favorite parts of this case back is that wave. On the outside.
On the rotor?
Yeah.
No,
not on the rotor, on the actual case where it screws in. You see the bridge of the case back matches the bezel.
Yeah.
The wave on the bezel. So yeah, this bracelet
is so nice.
It's a solid chunk of steel. It's got their push button mechanism down here, so you have that micro adjustment, which is not available in the older
It would have to be an upgrade. You have to buy the class separately.
Right. A little bit of a cool feature there, if you guys have not seen that, is when you slide that out, it still finishes the look of the bracelet, so it doesn't look like some weird dive extension hanging out.
Yeah.
I think these are fantastic. I've kind of gotten over the stigma of them. Look at that wave dial and the light. I still think that for me, if I was going to buy the watch, I'd buy the one that you have.
Okay. The original, the 40.5.
Yeah, but these are starting to grow on me. I was wearing this one, the two-tone on the rose.
Oh yeah, you like that one.
On the rubber, and I gotta say it started to grow on me. Just it's very stark contrast, kind of cool. That rose really pops in the black, and I think Josh is right. On the rubber, these wear so much better. The bracelet, it just feels like a really big watch.
Yeah, it just feels a little bit bigger, which you'd probably get used to it also. Also, it has, so if we're going to compare it to an AP again, right?
We actually have
the strap change, the mechanism in which you can remove a link. I prefer it on these on the Omegas as well.
So yeah, I mean, so you got a very solid movement, right? It's a Meta certified movement.
Matos.
Correct. Testing is very, very
stringent.
thorough.
Yeah.
You're getting something that's robust. It's got a very good value proposition for price point.
Sure.
Makes a great gift. Comes in a really, all Omegas come in a really nice box. So as far as the gift is concerned, that's important.
Mm-hmm.
The presentation is very nice. If you buy Seamasters, I think that these
guys
the
next thing. So
have the best presentation in the game.
Oh yeah.
The only watch that I would say that has as good of a presentation as this for a cheaper price point is that Longines that we talked about, the Heritage Diver.
That's a super cool. The box is nicer.
The box is definitely nicer than a watch. The box is very cool. It's kind of cardboardy, but the way it opens up, it's very nice. I think as a brand, there's no better mid-tier price point for a gift that has that giant wow factor.
Right. Well, it's a great name. They have some good names behind them, and they make, again, a wide range of watches. So we just spent, I don't know how many minutes talking about the Seamaster, the new Seamasters. Again, you can still find, like we have two in our case, the 40.5s. Those are going to dry up pretty soon new. You can only find pre-owned, which, I mean, these watches are not hard to find pre-owned anyways. Yeah. You're already seeing some of the 42 showing up pre-owned. Actually, I just bought one from a customer recently. But again, if you say the Speedmaster doesn't work, you have a guy who's like, say, a Panerai guy who wears like a much bigger watch. Well, they make a Planet Ocean too.
There you go.
So if you want a guy who wears big, chunky, loud, obnoxious diving watches, you can get a Planet Ocean too. So this is another model that you can buy from the brand. Like this one is this an America's Cup? Do we know what the special edition is on this?
Off the top of my head, let me see it.
Well, if you don't know, Jason,
no.
You're gonna get fired. So
yeah, it's cool. Like I said, I quit.
Cool. But so you can get a Planet Ocean. They make that in a 38. They make it in a 42, and they make it in a 46 too, right? That one's a deep black, so they make that in full ceramic. That one's going to be a higher price point.
If you want to talk about value propositions, I mean, you mentioned Panerai. To get a ceramic Panerai dive watch, what are you spending?
Well, so new, you're going to be spending what, $12,700 for a PAM 441. If you want it on a bracelet, you're spending like $15,700.
Yeah.
For a 438. I mean, you're not spending nearly that. It even says it says a retail on this little tag right here, Jay.
Yeah, this is the 30th,
it's an 11/2 retail.
30th anniversary America's Cup.
Okay, so that's a special edition, limited special edition, full ceramic, very usable dive watch. It's 11/7 retail. Okay, and we know what that means when we're talking about Omega, right?
Yeah, so you get a good price.
Yeah, you can definitely get a good price. And if you just wanted to run of the mill, you're talking back in the price like a stainless Planet Ocean is now you're talking in the price point of the regular Seamasters. That's a nice watch. That fits you very well.
I mean, it's not an unwieldy size. It's a big watch, but you go into this, into a Planet Ocean knowing that it's a robust. You're buying something it's
bigger,
meant to be bigger than a Seamaster.
Right, exactly. That's the point.
It's a statement piece.
So so you can go with a Planet Ocean also. So if you have a guy who's, again, these are watches that any type of watch guy. So I don't care if all he wears is Patek. He'll have an understanding and appreciation for an Omega. It's a good gift in that regard. So I mean, you even see like a Tim Masso. So nobody knows more about watches than Tim Masso. Can we agree together, guys? Let's go ahead and agree. We agree. Tim also knows everything there is to know about watches and other things. He had how many, thousands of dollars worth of JLC watches, right? He loved those watches. He also had in his collection, the first watch he ever got as a gift, Omega Seamaster, right? So you can see like it's a brand that's appreciated by everybody, even though the price point is different, right?
Yeah.
So you could stay in the realm of gift watches, but say you're some sort of billionaire tycoon character and you just want to throw gold watches, very complicated gold watches at people. You could buy something like this.
This is like I'm hanging this out of my...
I set you up there, Jason. Come on. So what Jason is wearing right now is
this is the Yellow Brick Road.
So that's a Central Tourbillon Omega DeVille. So roughly $100,000 retail. Again, you can find it for pre-owned for far less than that. But this is another. I mean, again, if you're this guy,
is a current production watch that retails for $100,000. That on the secondary market you can get
for about half that.
For about half.
Yeah, I think we have one of these pre-owned, like new condition effect. It's that one on his wrist right now.
Yeah.
So it's becoming more pre-owned condition as we
the watch
speak.
Is unbelievably like. I'm falling in love right now with it. It's so stupid.
Oh God.
In the best possible way. Like it's.
You're becoming me, bro.
You
like terrible
joshing
watches.
hard on this
He's
watch
joshing
right
so hard on that.
It looks. You got to see it in person.
Well, it's vintage.
Yeah, it's. Camera cut away while I gave him the middle finger, but.
It's a vintage look. I mean, the watch is both amazing and hideous at the same time. I think that's why we like it.
It's Beauty and the Beast.
But again, so there's value, right? You're not going to find if that watch was made by Audemars Piguet, you're paying far more, and it brings so. Brands are a lot of these brands
heavy.
are known for like add a tourbillon to it. This is a Central Tourbillon, right?
That watch is built inside out, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It starts with the tourbillon, it's built out. So again,
double floating sapphire disc for the hands.
Oh yeah, so you explain that.
It's just so cool. So you wind the watch with the crown, you set the watch with that back crown, and then here we'll pull this in. You're probably not going to be able to see this. Yeah. So you probably not, you get to take Black Friday off, so you got to zoom in on the watch now. You're not going to be able to see it on camera, but the two hands, the other side right here, are actually floating on double sapphire discs. So they're so clean and beautiful. You can't see them on the rest of the watch, but the hands are floating in midair, which is kind of cool, and it attaches to that central hub with the rotating Omega logo, which is just a nice touch.
It shows you the range of Omega.
Right, and again, we're talking about like you're not giving $100,000 watch as a gift, and if you are, then God bless you. But
give me a call because I need a gift.
I mean, the thing is that the gamut that they run, anything from a quartz, Aqua Terra, all the way to
So so that's right. So we covered the regular dive watches. We covered the large, obnoxious dive watches, chronograph. So again, it's funny. Omega has some really, really iconic pieces. So Seamaster, super iconic. Bond Seamaster, right?
Yep.
What's also super iconic?
The Moonwatch.
The Moonwatch, the Speedmaster. So again, if you're buying a gift for a guy, all he wears is gold Rolexes, you buy him an Omega Speedmaster, he's going to respect it. It's a nice piece. Yeah. So what do you have there? And what are the differences between those?
I got a handful of Speedmasters. So let's pull in one more time. I'm not going to lie to you, not the last time. So here you have
the lighting in here is fantastic for blue watches.
Look at the blue. And Josh,
on camera, it looks so much better.
We'll let you put that on wrist because you got that blue sweater on.
Yeah.
So basically, these watches are the same. But what you guys, you probably know this is a big watch guy watch, but you have the 005 and then the 006. And the difference between those is what you would call Hesselite or the Sapphire Sandwich is the nickname for the piece. So you either have the 006, which has sapphire
crystal. Oh no, the
006 is sapphire crystal on the front, sapphire crystal on the back, which leaves you with the exhibition case back. This has stickers on the back. Let's see if we can. Oh yeah,
we didn't prepare for this.
So the 006, I mean, that's where my money would go. Look at that movement.
Yeah, you get to see the movement, which is super nice.
They both have the same movement in it. The 005 is the original history piece with the Hesselite. So it's basically a plastic crystal, and then it'll scratch, but you can also buff it out. And then just the closed case back.
$50 for a new crystal.
Yeah, so if you want the really accurate piece, it's the 005. If you want, I think, the better value proposition, I like the 006.
And then you have like these dark side style watches. So the ceramic 44 millimeters.
50 Shades of the Moon.
50 Shades of the Moon. Jason's getting freaky here. Damn, look at that. It's the lighting here because in person this looks like a navy blue, but under these amazing lights, this is the most brilliant blue. In fact, I should only ever wear watches here in this room because this looks so sick. But So you get things like this. Omega makes things like this, which is like, do you know the retail on this has got to be over 15 now, right?
Yeah.
Because I know the Dark Side's about a $12,000 retail.
That's the Moonface.
So this is exactly. So this is the Speedmaster Moonphase full blue ceramic. Again, like what's another brand that does something like this? Like if you want a ceramic AP, I mean, so
like an AP diver, yeah.
Well, ceramic AP diver, like they make the perpetual calendar in black ceramic.
Well,
that watch, I think the cheapest one I found at the last show I went to was like $140,000. So over the list. I mean, it's silly unless you got the money, and then it's a reality.
Well, I mean, it's silly expensive, but
so again, so you can get like a racing chronograph or a moon chronograph. Like these are not watches you wear in the water, right? Or you can wear diving watch, and then if you want something that's like dressy, especially like on the lower end, what are you gonna?
It's a 006. I like it on my wrist. It looks good.
Yeah, so again, your wrist is probably a half an inch to 3/4 inch larger than my wrist.
7.5 inches.
That watch fits on your wrist and my wrist. That bracelet's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
That watch is always nice on the wrist.
The thing is too, like, if you buy this watch, you could sell it, and then you could buy it again. You could sell it, and you don't. You might lose $500 every transaction. Though they hold. Speedmasters hold. Well,
yeah, and that's an easy watch to sell privately too. You don't have to ever sell it to somebody like us who's going to make a profit on it. You can easily find someone to pay what you paid for it if you bought it pre-owned, because the market is tight. That's an easy watch to buy and sell. And if you get tired of it or need to raise funds for a new watch, you sell it, and then when it's time to buy another one, buy another one.
So this watch is, in my opinion, the perfect in-between watch. Let's say you're giving a gift, and the Speedmaster might look a little too dressy. The Seamaster might be a little too sporty looking. The new Aqua Terra is kind of a combo of both. So I feel like they redid this dial. What was it 18 months ago, almost 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Fantastic movement, new dial, applied markers. It's just stunning. This happens to be probably the best selling version. And then we have another one. Where's
this? No, this is the best-selling version. Well, this one, they have a lighter color dial, too. But all these are nice. Well, the new straps, they redesigned the straps, which I like any company that puts time and effort into straps.
Yeah.
Because
both of these are great. But, so, middle price point, kind of a versatile piece, rubber, semi, not going to be as water-resistant, obviously, as the Seamaster.
Was it screw-on crown or no?
I think these are, yeah. But they're great, versatile watches. So if you're kind of on the fence of gift giving and you're not sure if it should be one or the other, this is a good in-between option.
Yeah, the price point's going to be lower too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great everyday watch. You can wear that from the office to to the bar or on the weekends golfing. Like, you're not going to have any issues with a piece like that.
This is very blue. Great
gift for yourself or somebody else, and there's value there too. And the retails are, let's see here.
$5,400 on a rubber strap.
Is that $5,400 on a rubber?
That's what the tag says.
Really? So that's more expensive than a Seamaster? Interesting. I don't know why I thought they would be less. I think they should be less. But either way, it's a nice piece. All right. So yeah, it shows you kind of what. Oh, and then, so let's not forget the ladies. All you ladies out there watching, call me. So Omega makes some pretty cool ladies watches. So you have the Lady Matic over here, which is like these. So obviously, when you're talking about ladies' watches, you're talking more about jewelry, which the Lady Matic is, right? That's pave diamonds, mother of pearl dial, full bracelet. They also have this new Trésor, right? That's the other one that you see there, which is more elegant. That's like a true.
It's more
watch,
of like a Art Deco kind of design, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's gonna both those watches are gonna be easy to wear. I think those are fantastic gifts. Price points are what? What do you got there?
Right about $5,000 on
so
the Trésor with diamonds, though.
Mm-hmm. And Trésor with diamonds, $5,000. Lady Matic should be a little bit more.
Lady Matic's
$17,000 with those pave diamonds. Probably not going to have to pay $17,000 for that watch.
Definitely not.
If you want to buy it.
But this is a good option because a lot of times you might want to buy something for yourself and you want to get a gift for the wife that's like a his and hers, but not really, but the same brand.
Guilt gift.
Yeah, that's a good option. So they also make these without diamonds. It's going to be a lot cheaper. On the satin strap. I know a lot of women like this because they change out the straps.
They said that sells overseas. That's like their #1 seller. It is nice. It's elegant. It's low key. And again, if you want to buy, if you love watches and your wife doesn't, right? All she wants is jewelry, but you've decided you're going to force her to wear a watch, and you want something that you don't want to buy her a Michael Kors, you don't want to buy her a Michelle watch, some junk.
Right.
You want her to wear like a real watch. These are real watches, right? And that's and in the end they're good looking watches too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean so basically to sum this up, to summarize everything, if you're looking
Go buy an
for
Omega.
value, if you're looking for value during this holiday season and you're looking to either buy yourself something or buy a gift, and you don't want to pay over retail for a watch, or you don't want to spend a insane amount of money, Omega is kind of the way to go right now. In this market, Omega, there's a lot of value in Omega.
Yeah, the secondary hasn't quite hit Omega to the point where they're not available. Like the new Seamasters, when they like the first 2 weeks that they came out, you found like one version. You couldn't find all of them. Yeah. No, they're available now. They're great pieces. I think Omega is a brand that people know, trust, and when you look at the brand, it's just there's a high favor with the brand. A lot of people love it, and I think it's well deserved.
Yeah, I think this is the way to go right now if you're looking for value for yourself or others on a Black Friday, such as today.
It's not Black Friday here right now in current time, but when you watch it, it will be. So fast forward.
Well, all right. As always, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have a reviews channel, which is just Tim Masso talking about watches, and all you see is his hands and the watches. So if you like Tim's hands and watches, subscribe to that as well. You can find us on Instagram. Is it Watchbox? So Watchbox on Instagram. Also Gottberg Jewelers on Instagram. You can also find us at Watchbox HK because we have a Hong Kong office. So the ChineseWatches.com or Chinese watches being posted. Maybe it's in China. You can follow me personally on Instagram. I'm posting all sorts of amazing watches that are for sale.
Just all the best.
Mr. Thanos at Mr. Thanos. That's my name, Thanos. Jason has a terrible Instagram name. We also have, we're on, are we on Facebook? So we're on Facebook.
You seem very confused.
We're also, you can also find us on Napster, Grubhub.
Yeah, it's time.
You can find us
Done.
on Uber Eats.